My name is Nicole Luckett, or as the students call me, Ms.Nicky, and I am the Assistant Director for Affinity programs in USF Foundation, but also the Program Manager for the Black Leadership Network. I've been at USF, it'll be 5 years, June 8th. I started June 8th, 2020, right in the middle of COVID. I started as the Assistant Director for Diversity Education in the Office of Multicultural Affairs here at the Tampa campus. I did that for 3 years. Last academic year, I held the same position at the St. Petersburg campus. I was just 1 week shy of a full year. And then July 15th of 2024, I started the position in USF Foundation. With the community affinity programs in the USF Foundation, it's kind of the umbrella of the scholarship programming that we have for our foundation scholars. So there's the Black Leadership Network, of which I am the program director. There's the Latino Scholarship Program, and there's Women in Leadership and Philanthropy. So as a program director, I create and implement programming along the lines of professional development. So making sure that our scholars have like wraparound services, they understand the resources that they have available to them while they're students here on campus, but also preparing them for life after graduation. So networking and internships, professional development, what does mentoring look like, so that they understand who they are and who they can connect with in the Tampa Bay area. Well, I'm originally from Wisconsin. My bachelor's degree is actually in elementary education. So what's really unique about my trajectory or my experience as an educator is I taught kindergarten and first grade for 6 years. From there, I moved to educational programming for after-school programs, specifically the Boys and Girls Club. From the Boys and Girls Clubs, I was able to go to Carroll University, which is actually my alma mater, and I was a program manager for Upward Bound. So most people know that that's a federally funded program to help students get prepared for college. So that was very rewarding because as a first generation and Pell eligible college student, that was very near and dear to my heart. So I really wanted to help students and families really understand what college access and success looks like. And from there, from Upward Bound, I was an assistant director for multicultural affairs. And that turned into a position that was director. And then from there, I was like, you know what? I want to get my doctorate, but I'm not sure where. And it's very cold in Wisconsin. So I started to look in warm states where I could still work at a university, but also go to school. So I officially just became a candidate in my doctoral program, and I have a year left. So I'm really excited about that. That's a challenging question because with nearly 30 years of experience in the field of education, there's many things that, are my favorite and, things that come to mind. But I would say one of my favorite programs would be anything that has to do with experiential learning. So back home at Carroll University, we used to do alternative spring break trips, and they're basically service trips. And my trip specifically was more educational. We did like a civil rights pilgrimage, but I built in some service. We did Boys and Girls Clubs, some community service at Boys and Girls Clubs in the South while we were there. But anything that has to do with like Black history, which is also American history, theory, research, and content, and build that in with experiential learning and like hands-on and where they can apply it to their lives is like essential to me and like one of my favorite things. And so I'm translating that to what I'm doing now with Journey Toward Justice. So Journey Toward Justice is still essentially like a civil rights pilgrimage where we have a 4-week class here during the Maymester term. And then that 1 week we travel to Selma, Birmingham, and Montgomery, Alabama. So I really love the pieces. Like I said, you take the content, you take the research and the history and apply it to, yes, the historical context, but also what's happening in America today. And like I said, it's everyone's history. So I really love the diversity of the students that come with us, whether that's race, ethnicity, age, where they are in their educational journey and pursuits, and just be able to make those connections and how that impacts their life now and who they are and what they want to be now and after they graduate USF. I think my favorite part of being a member of USF is all the things that there is to do. Like, I went to a small Division III school back home. There's probably about 3,500 students. It's private, small, liberal arts. This is a Research One, Division I in sports. It's huge, you know, with almost 50,000 students that attend all 3 campuses. I feel like I'm getting to relive my college experience even as a professional. So I love going to sporting events. I love going to university lecture series. I love attending events with students. I love planning events with students. So I think that's my favorite part, is that there's so many, back to that experiential learning, right? Like, I'm a staff person, but everything that's going on campus, I get to experience as well. And I love Rocky. That's my guy. One piece of advice for a student who wants to get involved in higher education would be to look for your tribe, look for those connections, look for those networking opportunities, look for people that are going to support you and that has your best interest in mind and in heart. I came to USF in June 2020, right in the heart of COVID-19. So being a part of the Black Faculty Staff Association, being a part of the Black Employee Steering Committee, and meeting all these faculty members and staff members that not only look like me, but have had similar experiences to me, I don't think I would have made it through COVID or even navigating USF. So I would say definitely get connected and build those relationships. The faculty members and staff members have been amazing, and I've learned a lot from an interdisciplinary perspective. One thing that I bring with me to every position is just to be my authentic self. I've learned a lot over the years. I'm continuing to learn a lot over the years, but with students, I find that they are trying to find themselves and figure themselves out. And because I have more experience in education and just more experience in life, I try to be authentic and to give them insights into my experiences, whether that's educationally, personally, and professionally, anything that's going to help them on their journey. Because it is a journey. It doesn't end until it ends. And so I just really, again, bring my authentic self, and anything that I have gone through within my life, I share that with them, hoping that it will help them along their way. We are the Institute on Black Life.